Welcome to May 11th LeetCode Challenge. Count sorted vowel strings. Given the integer n, return the number of strings of length n that consists of only vowels a, e, I, o, u, and are lexicographically sorted. A string s is lexicographically sorted if all valid I for index I in s is the same as or comes before s at the index I plus 1 in the alphabet. So example 1, we have an n value, integer n of 1, and we want to return all the lexicographically sorted number of strings of length n that can be returned. So from this set of vowels, right? So we have 5 vowels, and each letter is 1 length long. Therefore, we could return 5. The output is 5. Therefore, 5 sorted strings consisting of only vowels are A, E, I, or U. Another example 2 here, you have n equals to 2. So you want to make you want to make a value of 2 characters long with vowels. So there are 15 strings that consist of only vowels, and they are here as such. So note that AE is not a valid string because E comes after A in the alphabet. So it has to be lexicographically sorted. And then we have n equals 33, and then the output is 66, 45. So the length of n is between 1 to 50. So let's look at some hints here, might be helpful. For each character, it is possible to a possible value depends on the value of the previous character because it's not smaller than it. You have backtracking, so you can use recursive function as well for this. And recursive functions iterate through the first character, which all the vowels are less than the last character. And this is using each value C. Okay. So there's a couple of ways solving this, I should say. The first one is the most, I guess, keep it simple, is using dynamic programming array. So say, for instance, you have a dynamic array of, let's call it of 1. Then you want to define the size to be 5 for each index in the range of 2 to n plus 1. What we want to do is basically develop a two-dimensional array so that we have the first character of A, E, I, O, U for each range, and then we also want to go backwards as well in order to find whether we add the value, second value, to the range as well. So what we want to do is create a secondary for loop, so for j in the range of so after we do one character, what we want to do is define the next 4 characters afterwards. So that would be 4 going backwards by increments of 1. And then we want to basically update the dynamic programming index at j to be incremented, actually, because we're looking for I'm not actually looking for the characters themselves. We're looking to see the number of strings of length n, right? So for that case, we just want to return the sum of the dynamic programming array from this from where we are to the slice of j, and that should work. And once we exit this loop, we should be able to return our dynamic programming array at the sum of the dynamic programming array, I should say. Sum. So this is a small LeetCode, and we'll submit it. It should have a space time complexity of big O of n, and because the only range it counts is actually right here, the first for loop, because this bottom loop here just runs through the remaining 4 characters each time as well. Because keep in mind, the highest we can go is technically n is equal to 5, right? 5 characters. Because after that, you can't really add anything else afterwards. Or not n equal to 5. Yeah. So that's one solution. Let's submit it. Oh, it's already been submitted. My bad. Next thing you want to do is we can actually do a little bit of combinatorics math as well. So what we can do is actually return the combinations or the combinatorics of, say, if you have n values, so n integers, we know that the count of each n value will give you, versus if you have the n value of 1, it will give you 5 outputs. N value of 2, it will give you 15. So if we keep on counting that pattern, we know that we can reduce down the combinatoric pattern to be n plus 4 times n plus 3 times n plus 2 times n plus 1 times. Not times. Then you take the 4th division of 24. And, because, yeah. So this should also work. Not sure if it's faster or slower, but actually it's a lot quicker. Just running a big of constant space and constant time. Yeah. That's it. Have a great day, guys.